Hey guys, what's up tonight? I had one vote so far for the last video saying I should do my Blu-ray collection. So, tonight I will do my Blu-ray collection. Um, we'll go in alphabetical order. So we'll start with Abduction. Now, it's not the greatest movie, but it had some good scenes and crime mysteries are always fun. Especially trying to figure out why they want to kill the kid. Okay, next I have Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Now, I kind of like these where they take historical people and put a supernatural twist on their story. And this one actually has the 3D version. But, it puts a nice new twist on Abraham Lincoln and explains why he likes the axe. Okay, and next I have the combo of Addams Family and the Addams Family Values. Now, some people might call it stupid, but I thought it was a pretty funny movie series. And I kind of wish they would have done a little bit more, or showed the 2 kids grown up, or 3 kids, by the second movie. And I have to admit, my favorite character might be Cousin It. Next, I have the animated Aladdin. Now, I gave the digital code to Benny One Kenobi, fellow YouTuber, so he can give it away on his channel, and apparently someone stole it. Okay, not nice. But, great kids movie. I love it. Robin Williams, hard to go wrong with. Next, I have the live action one. Now, it was good, but not as good as the cartoon. I have to admit that. And Will Smith did pretty good as a genie. Had his own little twist, which made it more likable. I mean, he didn't copy Robin Williams, he made it his own. And next, I have Alice in Wonderland. And it's one of my guilty pleasure movies. But it put a nice new twist on Alice and that story. Just kind of a bummer they didn't have her cat. Next, I have Alien vs. Predator. The first one. And I really like this one. I mean, those two together, and technically neither one of them won. It was a human. That put an interesting twist on it. I just wish they would have had a little more action with the aliens and predators fighting each other. But after seeing the second one, that one's a lot better. Next, I got this partly because I liked it and partly because I have nieces and nephews. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked. The whole jungle thing and stuff, I like that one. It definitely was different than the originals. But, like I said, part of it was also because of my nieces and nephews. They love the Chipmunks. And next, I have Anastasia. Because you always gotta be a kid at heart. And Christopher Lloyd, kind of hard to go wrong with him. And Hank Azaria, definitely can't go wrong with him. My next one is Avatar, the Collector's Edition. And this one has 3 different versions of the movie. There's a theatrical one, there's an extended one, and then there's an extended of the extended one. And this one's really cool because it's actually got 3 ways to open it. It kind of looks like a little book. It has all the pictures and info. Each compartment has the discs in them. Yeah, so this one's cool. And I can't wait for the sequels to come out. Hopefully he sticks to the same formula, and then he'll be good. Because this one was the highest grossing movie until Avengers Endgame. So, obviously, he didn't know what he was doing. Okay. Now, my next one is now on the Bees. And it's the 4 Batmans from Tim Burton. I grew up with Batman and Batman Returns. They were my childhood movies. And even though they're silly, I do like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And I think part of that is the bad guys in it. While stupid, they're funny. Makes it worth watching. Next, I have the live action of Beauty and the Beast. And I grew up with the cartoon. And I have to admit, I like the live action better. While the cartoon is funny, it's still a good movie. The live action has more explanations of stuff. Makes it easier to watch. Because you can actually understand what's happening. Plus the wardrobe, when she dressed the one guy's up in dresses, and one of them was like, oh, walking away, y'all, loving it. Can't go wrong. Very funny. Next, I have Bram Stoker's Dracula. Again, another movie I grew up with. I was 11 when this came out. So it probably took me years to watch it, and I don't remember exactly when. But this one also has the 4K. And I don't have a 4K player, so I can't watch it. But I can watch the Blu-ray. Next, I have Blood and Chocolate. This one I watched in the theaters with my sister. And while it's not the greatest wolf kind of movie, I like weird movies, I guess. But it is very different from the book, because this one is based off of a book. And it depends on who you want to win, depends on which one you do. Either read the book or watch the movie. One wins in the book, one wins in the movie. Next, I have The Bourne Legacy. And I have watched the first 2 Bourne Identities, and I have to admit they were kind of slow to me. And this one, while it has some slow, it does have some great action. And I have to admit, I have a little thing for Jeremy. Can't go wrong. My next one is The Brothers Grimm. Heath Ledger and Matt Damon together were actually really good. They had great chemistry, and they looked like they could be brothers. So it worked. And Lena Headey, can't go too wrong with her. Next, I have Broken Arrow. Now, 2 good actors, and a lot of spy stuff going on. Bunch of military guys. Can't go wrong with guys in uniform. You just can't. Next, I have The Cat in the Hat with Michael Myers. Or Mike Myers. Now, stupid, but you need a good laugh once in a while. And, again, nieces and nephews, they love it. Next, I have The Chipmunk Adventure. This one I grew up on. Reminds me of my childhood and happy times, so I definitely got it. And again, nieces and nephews, gotta have some cartoons, right? Next, I do have the DVD of the first one, not the Blu-ray, because I have the extended, and that one does not come in Blu-ray. But I have Prince Caspian of the Chronicles of Narnia. And again, this one's based off of a book. It was not hugely great to me, but it was really good. So it is one I do like to watch. And this one, I do have the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And this one's good, plus you gotta have a collection, right? And next, I have the live action of Cinderella. And it was good. A little confusing at the first time, but by the second or third time, you completely understand. And I love her dress. It's a very beautiful dress. Plus, Helen Bada, whatever her name is, can't pronounce it, but she's a great actress, and she did really good as the fairy godmother. So it probably made some guys really interested in fairy godmothers now. Next, I have the 2010 Clash of the Titans. I do also have the original on DVD of the 1980s one. And this one is definitely better than the sequel. And I wish they would have stuck more to that one than how they did the sequel. Next, I have Clue. Another one I grew up on. Yes, I'm an 80s child. And for a board game movie, not bad. It's funny. It's got Tim Curry and Martin Mull and Christopher Lloyd. Again, can't go wrong with him. And this one actually comes with all 3 endings that they had in theaters. Because when it first came out, you didn't know which ending you were getting. Because they had 3 of them, and it was random. So you never knew which one you're getting. Personally, I like the 3rd ending where pretty much all of them did it. Except for one. Next, I have Cutthroat Island. Again, one of those silly, stupid ones that, just grow on you. Plus, I like pirates. Next, I have The Dark Crystal. This one was pretty much my favorite fantasy movie growing up. Well, one of them. I can't say it's my favorite movie ever, because there's also Star Wars and stuff, but... And the TV series, awesome. I just need Netflix to actually watch all of it. And this one's a 4K. Don't have that, though. And I would suggest watching it if you're into fantasies. Because even though it's puppets, you kind of forget half that. Because it's such a good movie. Next, I have the best of Samuel L. Jackson in 3 movies. Deep Blue Sea, The Long Kiss Goodnight, and Snakes on a Plane. You cannot go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson. You just can't. And so The Long Kiss Goodnight is kind of weird. But again, Samuel L. Jackson can't. And Snakes on a Plane makes me never want to fly still. And I don't like snakes. Deep Blue Sea makes you understand not all sharks are bad, just genetic ones are extremely bad. And I have Deep Blue Sea 2, which is not as good as the first one. But it's one of those, it kind of grows on you kind of movies. And I love the song in the beginning. I just wish they would have had it on YouTube. Or not iTunes, not YouTube. It has it on YouTube. Okay. And next I have Deep Impact. With another actor you cannot go wrong with, Morgan Freeman. And this really makes you wonder if it could really happen. And I can't watch the end very well. It makes me cry. Because it's a sad ending. Even though humanity does not get wiped out. Next, I have Doom. The unrated extended cut. Another game-made movie. And the guys actually had really great chemistry in this movie. I mean, you would think they spent years together. They did really good together. And Rock as a bad guy, very interesting. But if you like the game, you might like the movie a little bit. And next I have Dracula Untold. Now this is a very interesting beginning of Dracula. And A little fun fact, the little boy in this is Rickon from Game of Thrones. Very interesting little fact. I did not know that when I got it. But it puts a whole new twist on Dracula and kind of makes you feel bad for him. And since this video is getting a little long, I'm only going to end on D, so this is the last one for the night. And I have Dragon Wars. Now, most of the movie is interesting, but not always a good interesting. But, like, the past part, when they're talking about past lives, it's interesting. They could have stuck to that for a movie and it would have been interesting. Better. And the end fight between the two Mugi, as they're called, that was good, especially when one of them turned into a dragon. I kind of wish they extended on that part a little more. But giant worm-like dragons and magic. Hey, I'm a fantasy girl. What can I say? But since the video's kind of long, I will end there tonight, and I will have part 2 tomorrow. And I'll probably go from E to H tomorrow. So I will see you then. Have a good night.